Hi guys, it's Phil from Draw the Trigger, and it's new trial deck week. Woo! Woo. Yeah, and I've got for you here the Liberator of the Sanctuary trial deck, the new Gold Paladin deck. This is the second Gold Paladin trial deck, and it introduces the new Liberator subclan, or subtype. You'll have seen most of these cards in the anime if you've been keeping up with the Japanese one. So let's pop it open and have a look what you get. So your first card at the front there is your Solitary Liberator Gancelot, your copy of the Break Ride. Very nice indeed. Interestingly, it is a single R essentially that's on the front there, not the double R of the pack, which will be a Blaster Blade Liberator, I believe. So what else have we got? The usual kind of little paperwork section. I'll cover this so Garth doesn't have to when he does his other trial deck. First of all, you got the updated playbook, updated October the 4th. I don't know if there's going to be anything noticeably different in there, probably just something about how the break rides work there. Some updated FAQs, like Maelstrom in there, and yeah, okay, yep. You can read that in your own time. The usual starter's guide and the usual little playmat. Very cool. Nothing out of the ordinary. And now we'll get onto the deck. Your title card, Solitary Liberator Gancelot. It's your break ride. It's got the ability, when a Gold Paladin rides this unit, choose your Vanguard. That unit gets plus 10,000 till the end of the turn. Choose up to 3 of your Gold Paladin rear guards. Those units get plus 5,000 until the end of turn. Nice, easy to use skill. It's not the most complicated break ride you'll be seeing, but it's a very handy one to have. It gives you that extra little power boost you need. I say little, you know what I mean. Nice little card. Big card. Next up you get 2 Dignified Gold Dragon. It's got a limit break itself. When this unit attacks, it gets plus 5,000 till the end of the battle when it attacks a Vanguard. And from the rear guard, it gets plus 2,000 when it attacks a Vanguard. Fairly standard card in the new sets. Quite likeable to one you might have seen in the Bermuda set, the Shining Singer Ionia. Next, 4 Onslaught Liberator Malesian. He's got a Counterblast 1. When the unit attacks, you may pay the cost. If you do, it gets plus 3,000 until the end of that battle. So it's, for the Counterblaster 1, a 13,000 attacker. Stick an 8k behind, you've got yourself a 21 column. We've got 4 Liberator of Silence Gallatin. The Gallatin reprint with the updated name. Basically just so they can get Liberator in there for your counterblasting and your magic rules and whatever, you know. Very nice art. Very nice indeed, I say. 1 Liberator of Royalty Fallon. When this unit attacks, if you have a Vanguard with Liberator in its card name, this unit gets plus 3,000 until the end of that battle. It does suck that there's only one of them in the trial deck, but I guess, what can you do? Something else to make you buy 4 of them. Right, now the Japanese cover card of the set. Blaster Blade Liberator, 1 of these. They're feeling quite generous, I think. As you'd expect, Counterblast 2 when it's placed on Vanguard or rear guard. If you have a Vanguard with Liberator in its card name, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your opponent's rear guards in the front row and retire it. About what you'd expect from a Blaster Blade. Nice little look at the artwork for you. Next up, you've got 2 Zoom Down Eagle. It's a 10k interceptor. You've all seen these before. You've probably used them. Handy, very much so against Silent Tom. Now we've got 4 Zoigle Liberators. Grade 2 8k. When this unit attacks, if you have 3 or more other rear guards with Liberator in the card name, this unit gets plus 3,000 until the end of that battle. In this trial deck, you probably will have that, but there's a lot of cards without the Liberators in the name, so touch and go. You'd probably want to build a few more Eradicators into your... Eradicators?
Liberators.
Liberators into your deck in order to do this. Sorry, I've got Narukami on the brain. Yes, this deck probably fears them. Alternative art time. Knight of Elegant Skills, Gareth. I think this one's nicer than the original. What can I say? 8k. Now you've got 4 Little Liberator Marin. Having jumped ship from the Royal Paladins, Marin now actually has a skill. Lost 1000 power, but now when this unit attacks, if you have a Vanguard with Liberator in its card name, this unit gets plus 3000 until the end of that battle. What can I say? Pretty handy. Probably best used early game. Stick it up front and you got yourself a 10k on the first turn of attacking. Then you've got 4 of these adorable Pomerugal Liberators. It's a fairly standard card, you've seen these cards before. 7k, Counterblast 1, plus 1000 till the end of the turn, activated ability. If you're in a desperate straight situation and you've got 5 Counterblasts unused, yeah, you could turn it into a 12. I wouldn't, but you could. Last of the grade 1s, 2 Future Liberator Lu. He's not even a crit anymore. When this unit boosts a Gold Paladin Vanguard, if you have 3 or more other rearguards with Liberator in its card name, the boosted unit gets plus 4000 until the end of that battle. So you basically got yourself 2 10k boosters in the trial deck. Very nice indeed. Again, you probably want a few more ones with Liberator in the name, because you've seen a handful which haven't got it. But other than that, that's probably a fairly reliable card, I should imagine. Again, stick it behind your Break Ride. You've got yourself a nice bit of 21k.
Even 31.
Or 31 if it's a break. Yeah, of course, if you Break Ride it, yeah. Angelic Liberator. Yeah, that's your starter, 6k, no ability. That's going to be in your deck for about as long as you're looking at it now. 4 of these Strike Liberators. The critical trigger. Quite a nice looking card. It's very bright, he's up the top there, and whoever's down there is getting a sword in the face. And he just says, break! Break time. 4 draw triggers. Armed Liberator Gwydion.
Another former royal.
Yep. So, you know, there he is with his giant flaming spear. Well, not really flaming, but you know what I mean. Lightning. Fortune Liberator. 4 stand triggers. Not much else to say. It looks like she's carrying a bell with a giant glowing thing. Yep. And last but not least, the cutest heal trigger in the world, Elixir Liberator. Very cute indeed. Have a little look at that. Beautiful card. Really colourful. Yep. So that's your new Liberators deck. There's not particularly any real overarching strategy to the deck, as far as I can tell. It hasn't got
Break Ride.
It's got the Break Ride, which gains it power, but it hasn't got a gimmick so much as, say, the Narukami with its retiring strategy. Most of it seems to be skills which gain power. There isn't even actually. Is there any superior calling in this entire thing? I don't think there is there? No. You've got basically the booster, that gets plus extra power, that gets extra power. That doesn't get anything. That gets extra power. That gets extra defense. That obviously is a retiring card. Extra power. Extra power. Extra power and extra power. So that's basically all this deck does. It hits hard. It's not going to be one which your opponent says, oh, I've got to protect this from that ability or whatever. They're just going to have to throw down a heck of a lot of shield for it. That's about it. However, if you want to get into Gold Paladins, great way to start, and obviously one of your few opportunities to actually get some heal triggers, because Because I don't think those are in set 10, are they?
They're not in any set. They're only available in trial decks.
So there you go. If you want to start a Gold Paladin deck, get 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 of these. Get your break rides, get your heal triggers, and you're set. Thanks for watching, and I'll pass over to Garth in a bit. You'll see this in another video, unless you've already seen it and doing it in the other order for the Narukami ones. See you later.